Hey everyone, this is Kristen Coaching. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me start by asking you a question. How long do fights last in your relationship before you guys finally stop arguing? As a relationship coach, I have my clients ask me this all the time in terms of, are the amount of fights we have normal for our relationship? Are the frequency of fights we have normal for our relationship? And I always tell everybody this first. Arguing is 100% normal for a relationship. Everyone does it. If you're not getting into any arguments, then I worry about that. I feel like that's a red flag and a sign that communication is not happening and that there's some emotional disconnect going on, and something that probably would be a good idea for you guys to figure out and work through. But arguing is normal. But the question is not, I should say the question should not be, are the length of our arguments normal? Are the frequency of our arguments normal? No. You guys are asking the wrong question. The question that you should be asking is, how are the quality of our fights? Are the quality of our arguments looking good? Are the quality of our arguments healthy? And that's what I like to refocus all of my clients on when it comes to when they talk about arguing and the normalcy around that. You see, if you guys continue to fight and argue over topics, like for example, if you keep bringing up past things into the present, like for example, maybe your husband made a mistake 6 months ago that really pissed you off and irked you off, and you're having reoccurring arguments over and over about what happened in the past and you're bringing that up in the future. Well, doing that consistently and over again can definitely be a sign of arguing in an unhealthy way. You don't want to keep bringing up past stuff and bringing that into the present. So that would be, a sign of an unproductive argument. Also, how you argue. If you're going around in circles, and you guys aren't coming to a mutual agreement and a mutual understanding as a result of your arguments, that can also be a sign that, you're not arguing in a productive manner. So the purpose of having an argument is to make sure that you guys are coming to a resolution at the end. And in terms of resolutions, there are some skills that is really important that you learn. For example, using I statements in an argument is a great way to figure out how to come to resolutions. And if you want to learn more about I statements, I did make another video about the 3 steps to do in order to stop fighting. So I definitely suggest you look into that if you need some skills on how to do that. But you need to come up with a resolution at the end of the day when you guys are arguing. That's a mutual understanding of what both you and your partner is going to be doing in order to make sure that this type of fight does not happen again, okay? Because if you guys are arguing for an hour, for example, without any type of a plan in place on how to move forward and any type of a resolution and where to go from here, well, then that's a sign that you guys are not being productive and you need some skills. You need to hone in on some things in order to make sure that you guys are making headway and making progress. You don't want to repeat past arguments over and over again, and you definitely don't want to blame each other over and over again. There are definitely healthy ways to argue and communicative ways to argue. And again, I have other videos that show exactly how to do that. So if you're asking yourself about the length and frequency of arguments, don't do that. Ask yourself about the quality and see if you guys are actually having resolutions as a result of your fights, okay? So hopefully that'll be helpful. Pay attention to that and, see that every time you guys argue, see if you guys are actually coming to a place where you have a plan of moving forward and not repeating, this current argument in the future. And if you're doing that, I'd say you guys are definitely on the right track in terms of healthy arguing, in addition to most likely healthy communication. So hopefully that's helpful. And please feel free to comment below. Ask me any questions you guys have. I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. And definitely make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. And I'll have more helpful and useful tips on what you guys can do in order to have a healthy and long-lasting happy relationship. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.